This is the first installment of a new series we have called Big Thing, Little Thing, and we're going to talk about makeup.
The question was whether a woman has to live up to society's expectations that women should wear makeup. And I said that women can do whatever they want, but I think that, yes, you should live up to the standards.
I think a woman should be able to do anything that she wants. But I think to hold a woman to a certain standard and say that she is inferior if she doesn't do something, like the specific example that we talked about was if two equally qualified women went in for an interview and one of them spent an hour on her makeup, her hair was all done up. My personal opinion is that a woman should not be judged as less than because she didn't. The amount of money that women spend on beauty, women complain about the 70 cents on a dollar or whatever the statistic is. I believe this is holding women back more than anything external, any evaluations of men. And I think especially when it's women saying it's okay.
The only reason that I disagree with that is that I think that makeup for me, and I think for other women, gives them a huge confidence boost. And I think knowing how to do makeup and do that for yourself is a skill in some ways, just that you know how to manage time and you know what makes you look good and you know yourself better. And I think that if the two people in the interview were totally qualified, same everything, I'm not saying that the woman with the makeup should get the job and not be as qualified as the other person. But if they're exactly the same qualifications, I think that the person that puts in more effort to the way that they look and the way that they present themselves to the world, I think that they should get the job.
What if the job has nothing to do with appearance?
In general, makeup shows that you care what other people think of you. Not that you should have to present yourself differently so that other people accept you. Like, I usually wear makeup if I have blemishes or if I have stuff that I want to conceal or stuff that I want to make look better, like my cheekbones and stuff. And I think that that shows that, not that I'm ashamed of those things. I know everybody gets pimples and everybody is insecure about stuff, just that it makes me feel more confident. It makes me feel more presentable. And I think that you shouldn't knock something like that that would make a woman feel better about herself. And as far as it goes with the boss thing and how women are set back because of how much they spend on, I feel like if I present myself really well and I show them that I'm confident and show them that I'm ready for the world, that I could be a man's boss and I could make more money than that man.
But you are not going to get paid more than a man doing the same job as you. And that man does not have to worry about makeup. And that man does not get manicures and pedicures. And he doesn't buy himself a new outfit every week. So that is going to be a detriment. That is going to be a financial burden that you're carrying because you feel like it's necessary.
I don't think that it's necessarily. I just think that even though it is a financial burden, it shows that you manage time well and it shows that you care about your appearance and you care what other people think of you.
What I hate is I've known a lot of women that would never leave the house without makeup. Their natural face was not good enough. And that's really sad to me. And that's why, to me, like we talked about this, right? I put on makeup to look good for my husband. He likes the way that it looks. I put on makeup whenever I'm playing in the choir. When you're in front of the church, people don't, you kind of wash out under the lights and you just look like blue. And by putting makeup on, your features are distinctive and that's like aesthetically pleasing. A man wakes up in the morning, he can brush his hair and walk out and nobody judges him. Are we perpetuating this myth in society that a woman's face needs to be painted to be seen?
I don't think that I necessarily look that different with makeup on rather than without makeup on, and if nothing else, it just gives me a confidence boost.
You're expected to get manicures, you're expected to get pedicures, you're expected to have the latest and greatest clothing, you're expected to wear makeup every single day. all of these additional expenses. It's like a woman tax.
I would disagree with that just because I know that men's suits are very expensive, and I know that men that succeed in the business world do spend a lot of money on haircuts. They spend way more money on haircuts than like you wouldn't just go to a barber shop if you're trying to get your hair to look nice. And some men do get pedicures and manicures, and I just agree that that's putting your best self out into the world, and I think that men do that as well.
But statistically, it's women are spending about half their salaries on it.
I understand what you're saying, but if there's something that's going to make me feel more confident, make me feel better about myself, make me feel like I have what it takes to succeed, and then I actually do succeed because I have that confidence and I have that boost, then I just wouldn't quit it.
This is your mother speaking. You have everything inside that you need to succeed. I wish that it was not paint on your face that's telling you that you can do something.
I recognize that I have what it takes, but sometimes you just need a boost.
I would just hope that you would recognize and you would teach other women that they are not inferior based on their appearance.
To men.
To men, to women, to anybody, because they don't have long lashes and because they don't have bright red lips and because they don't do that stuff to themselves, that they still have value.
But I think that all women are beautiful, and any woman that wants to put makeup on their face should.
I can agree with that. Nobody's thin enough. Nobody's blonde enough. You can never match this ideal. But we were even talking about, we were watching a BBC show, and we were talking about how American television, the guy can be the biggest, fattest, ugliest, oldest, baldest, whatever guy, and his wife is always a size 0. Perfect skin, perfect hair. Like there's no real view of women.
I do think that's true. I think as a society we have an issue with beauty standards. I think that the beauty standards are always going to be there, and I think in an unrealistic beauty standard world, if you wear makeup and you feel beautiful, then that's all you can do.
You are very beautiful.